To many, getting signed to a contract by the WWE is akin to winning the lottery. But let's look at that from a whole different angle. Will the WWE invest all their resources in you? I'm Mike Quackenbush. This is Till We Make It. Throughout my career, I've been really fortunate. I've worked in front of the cameras as a professional wrestler, as a referee, as a ring announcer and commentator too. And I've worked behind the scenes as a promoter, booker, agent, coach, and consultant. I make Till We Make It videos in part because when I was just starting out, when I was still a rookie in wrestling, I had no coach to teach me and I had no mentor to guide me. That lack of experience, knowledge, wisdom, it played a real role in my failure to achieve my ultimate career goal. Some of my earliest and most important years in wrestling were squandered as a result. And I don't want that thing to happen to you. I want you to have all the knowledge that you need available to you when you need it. And that is why Till We Make It exists, as this community chest of knowledge about the thing we all love. And today, if it turns out the WWE is your ultimate career aspiration, I want to talk about your future in pro wrestling. On their way to becoming the industry leader, the then World Wrestling Federation invested their financial resources, their money, and another very valuable resource, screen time on television, in talent that was peaking or was very close to being at the top of their game. When they draw in excess of 90,000 people to WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan, who's in the main event, is 33 years old. Jake the Snake Roberts is 32 years old. Ricky Steamboat is 34 years old. In the year that follows WrestleMania 3, they hire Ted DiBiase. He'd been wrestling 13 years at that point in time. And they hire Bad News Brown, who'd been wrestling for 11 years at that time. This gives us a clear indicator of the kind of talent they were investing in before achieving industry dominance. But that was then, this is now. As industry leader, the WWE has reprioritized the type of talent they are willing to invest in. And now they do it with more of a mind for a long-term investment than a short-term gain. They have a great long game. That's how they are able to burn mountains of money on projects like football leagues or a movie division that doesn't turn a profit, and yet they still remain on solid financial ground. This is NXT's Aaliyah. She was hired when she was 20 years old. She'd been wrestling for just 2 years at that point. What a stark contrast that is to the practice of a previous era where incoming talent had a decade of experience or more and were often in their early to mid-30s. Through their weekly television programs and their streaming platform, the WWE has a further reach than ever before. They are as close as the device in your pocket. And any amount of stage time on one of those programs, whether it is one of the more watched ones like Raw or SmackDown Live, or one of the less watched ones like Main Event, that stage time is incredibly valuable. That stage time builds TV equity into characters, and that equity, that value they are building into their performers, is an investment they are making. This next part is crucial, so listen carefully. Aaliyah exemplifies this long-term investment strategy on the part of the WWE. They've been developing her talents at the Performance Center since March of 2015. She has been under contract to them that entire time. So that is an investment of their financial resources. Because they see the clear potential in her, they want to help develop that potential in the hope that this long-term investment of theirs will eventually earn them a return. So, in order to maximize their return on the investment, the WWE is hiring younger than ever before. They need adequate time to develop the talent and to give them experience. Part of how they do this is by teaching the necessary skills at the Performance Center and then gradually building up TV equity through programs like NXT or 205 Live. That way, when the talent is ready for bigger career challenges, not only are they well prepared, but they can already deliver at an acceptable standard. When they succeed with this formula and they build up equity into their television performers, They want to bank on that investment for as long as possible. And in order to do that, they need to start developing the talent younger and younger than ever before. I know that for many members of the Till We Make It tribe, working for the WWE is their ultimate career goal. And if that sounds like you, remember this insight. Signing a contract with World Wrestling Entertainment might seem like winning a popularity contest or hitting a jackpot, but to them, it's all about the long-term investment. You've got to remember, they are paying their entire coaching staff to turn you into a sports entertainer that will function within their system. They are paying their production team and their creative team to come up with ways to build up TV equity into you. And they're giving you that most valuable commodity of all, their screen time, as a further method of building up equity and value into your television character. And all of this is an enormous investment. Hey, if you're getting something out of today's video, would you take a moment and like the video down below? Maybe leave me a comment. And if you've not yet joined the Till We Make It tribe, subscribe down below and enable notifications while you're at it. The younger you are when this whole process begins, the more time they have to develop your talent and the more time they have to build up television equity into your character before the rigors of the ring and a full-time touring schedule eventually take a permanent toll on your body. So essentially, the sooner they can begin the process, the more time they have to see a return on their investment. A long and distinguished career performing in a WWE ring can be a mutually beneficial relationship. Over time, they will invest more and more of their resources, most of all screen time, in developing your talent, building up equity in you. And then, throughout that long and distinguished career that is no doubt ahead of you, you will help them earn a return on that investment of resources they put into you in the first place. If you'd like a complete breakdown on the audition and hiring process of the WWE, just click on the video appearing up here right now so that you're able to learn all about it. Or if you're interested to know how complete character arcs benefit pro wrestling characters, well, you'll be delighted to know I made a video about that too.